Hello, everyone. Is good rock garden. I had a tough decision to make about my prairies, and I think I just made it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taya, and this is Okanda, my Canadacore island. We're going to be doing a tour today. Not really like a tour, more of an island update, just walking around and showing you my island. This island is almost done. 2.0 definitely kind of like threw that up into the air, so we're trying to refocus, recalibrate. This is a recalibration video for Okanda. Like I said, my island is Canadacore, so we have our very Canadian feeling villagers. Claude, Teddy, Hazel, Dottie, Kiki, Olivia, Poppy, Grizzly, Hans, and also Eric. So those are our Canadacore dream villagers. When you come off of the entrance, you just have a little information desk. And you can come up here to the CN Tower lookout. This is your welcome to Okanda. You get a nice lookout with the CN Tower, and you can have a refreshing and fancy kind of dinner up here. And then we'll go to the left side first. We just have some apartments. I also have a warp pipe to get back to my house from the entrance. This is our East Coast. We have a little tiny seafood restaurant, kind of like a seaside bistro kind of vibe over here. And then we have some boats. Now we have the new yacht items, but I still think actually that these work really well as boats. Oh, there's my bottle. How am I even gonna... Okay. Anyways, I think that these still really work well as fishing boats, so I don't think I'll change these out for the yachts. I'm really happy with the way that they turned out. I don't want to mess with it. And then we have our Peggy's Cove Lighthouse over there. Very symbolic of the east coast of Canada with all the rocks. And this is Peggy's Cove, a little picnic spot. This is Olivia's house. This is a fossil or a gyroid. Let's see. Any guesses? Any guesses? Fossil, gyroid? It did rain yesterday. Fossil. Back to the tour. This is our actual seafood restaurant now. I am so happy with how this seafood restaurant turned out, and I'm definitely going to have to add in some of the seafood recipes that I have now. So this will be an area that will only change, like the items on the tables will change, that kind of thing. We have Daisy May here for a little bite to eat. Adorable. And then we have a little Tim Hortons. I put out this bistro set over here. I think it's so adorable and perfect in this area for the Tim Hortons. And we have a little parking lot with a couple of vehicles here. I realize now that this looks very big beside the car. We're just going to leave the car, and then I'll probably get another car to put in this space beside it as well, like maybe a truck even. This is kind of like a parking lot before you go into like a hiking trail, like a nature trail area. We have Claude's house, and he's just got a little spot to hang out with his bug friends, and you can go on a little hike through the woods. Hazel is thinking, not allowed, not acceptable. I think I'm gonna go just straight up the back. So as you come over this bridge, you have a little farmer's market, which is one of my favorite builds. Honestly, it's so cute and like self-contained little farmer's market. This farmer's market, the lore behind the farmer's market is that Poppy runs it, and this is her house. And she has a little spot with some baked goods that she's made for sale over here. And coming back, we just have a very simple beach back here with some wind turbines, but I kind of like it that way. So if we come behind the farmer's market and up, we have Teddy's Clubhouse. He is a golfer on my island, and so I gave him a little place for him to hang out and chill after he's had a good golf game. Coming down here, this is just a tiny little section. I didn't really know exactly what to do with it, so I made a tiny little apiary. I think I will take it up and put some dark dirt path here and there underneath, but I'm really happy with how that little apiary looks. And the campsite. As you can see, I have a lot of mountain bikes around my island, and I'm thinking that some of them will remain mountain bikes, like in this, you know, more campgroundy kind of area, and then some of them will be the city cruisers, of course, in the more like city areas. And next to the campground, we have our Canada Day celebration spot. a picnic for people coming together on July 1st, which is Canada Day. And we cross this little tiny bridge, and then we are in Grizzly's fishing area. Poppy is here. Are you gonna go fishing? Just a very simple setup for Teddy that I really like. Coming up the incline and up again, we have Hans, who is working out with his dog sled team. As you can see back there, I actually have a layer of 4th level terraforming behind Hans's house. Unfortunately, with the 2.0 update, all of the items that I worked so hard to get up onto that 4th level were in my recycling bin when I logged on. So we're gonna have to take that 4th level down and then put trees and put decorations back. Anyway, that is another thing that has to happen. And if we come down along this Rocky Mountains area, we have a little hot springs, super relaxing. I would definitely want to spend time on this Rocky Mountains, just soaking it all in, getting some rest and relaxation. And if you come down from the hot springs, we have my Rocky Mountain rock garden. I really like this rock garden because it's not symmetrical. It's not just like a simple shape. It's all over the place rock garden. It's good. It's a good rock garden. Is good rock garden. Coming down, we have another mini Tim Hortons here. And my house. I turned it into log cabin style house, and I have a sitting area to the side, and also I have like a side yard here, which has a little garden. And then you can actually come back here to the secret beach, which I just very simply decorated. Here is my West Coast beach so far. I have some surfers with their dog, and then I put some of these pine trees back here. I think along the West Coast, I'm going to actually use a lot more of these pine trees, especially on the beach, to make it feel more full and realistic. Then we also have Dottie's house here on our West Coast. Coming down this road, we have our train station. So this is a Via Rail train station. This is the kind of train station we have. This is the company that runs the trains through Canada. It's called Via Rail, and I made a Via Rail train going back here so you can see the train that I've made. I'm gonna go down through the neighborhood next. This is a little neighborhood where Eric, Kiki, and Hazel live. So we have Eric's little side here. Originally, this was supposed to be for the snooty villager. It ended up being Eric. And over here is Kiki. Her little house is so cute. She has a little tiny library and a tiny seating area back here for her house. And then we have also Hazel, and Hazel has like a big table for hanging out with friends and a little spot to barbecue in the back. And of course we have a little duck pond, duck stream over here. And coming down through the neighborhood, we pop out onto the shopping district road. First thing that we have when you come down the incline is a Canadian Tire and a Canada Post. This is how we get our mail in Canada, and this is how we get our hardware and bikes and everything random. Canadian Tire probably has it. I have been placing cars randomly all over my island, which has been super fun, and trucks as well. We have the museum, of course, which is even more special with Brewster now, and actually fits in really well on this main shopping district road because I do all of my dailies and I have everything all in one place. We have Able Sisters, and then another little small Tim Hortons between Able Sisters and Nook's Cranny, which is one of my favorite views, I think, on my island, is just this right here. Feels very Canadian, feels very relaxing and homey. We have Nook's Cranny that got a few little upgrades with the new update items. And we have a little gift shop here for some souvenirs from Okanda. And actually we are back at almost the front of my island again. We've done a pretty much complete circle. This is the biggest Tim Hortons on my island. Hazel, excuse me. This is the biggest Tim Hortons on my island and connects in with the front of my island over here. So if we come down onto the beach from this side, I did this build for Team C's. If you want to donate, I'll leave the link down below. I created this little shirt with hashtag Team C's on the back, and my villagers have been going around wearing it, which is super cute because I hung it up in Able Sisters, and it's just a beach cleanup. So we're cleaning up Okanda's beaches. Olivia is still determined to catch this bug. Anyways, we cross over the bridge and we're in a little kind of a restaurant district, kind of a spot that you're gonna go to get some food. So we have a bagel place and Tim Hortons. Of course, I will be changing these out to actual cash registers in the future, and I will be changing these bagels out, these food items out to actual food items. I just haven't collected those recipes yet, but I will be getting them. And then if you come down along farther this way, we have a spot to get Beaver Tails, which is basically just fried dough, and also poutine. So this is like the unhealthy side. This is like the somewhat healthy side, and this is the very unhealthy side. So come over here if you want to get some extra calories in, I guess. The lag is a bit intense. Actually, it's not too bad right now. Sometimes it bothers me more than others. This is actually not bothering me too much right now. Anyways, that's the shopping district. And then come up into the middle. Of course, we have resident services. And then back behind resident services, we have our little fountain plaza, which was just going off. That was almost a nice shot. So we have our little kind of courtyard, kind of a park. And as you can see in the back, I've already been working on my prairies area. It actually looks really good from this angle. Oh, shoot. I had a tough decision to make about my prairies, and I think I just made it. So if we just sneak down along these train tracks, we can see our little lake lookout. This fails horribly at perspective, but you know what? The feeling is there. It's cozy. You're at a lake. You're fishing. What more could you want? Going back down along the train tracks, we have our prairies, which is a little bit messy right now. So I've been using this for farming, and I just recently got the wheat item. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to be planting wheat, and I'm going to see whether or not I like the wheat better than the wheat field. This wheat field item, the only problem with it is that it's so tall, it like covers my tractor back here, and I know I could probably put the tractor somewhere else, but it does look good interspersed with some weeds and some other items. The wheat field is pretty nice. So for now, I'm just doing some farming here, and we'll see where it goes in the future. I just have a couple of gyroids here that I gotta dig up. But yeah, that is my farm area so far. Which pretty much brings us to the end of the tour. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I know I needed to just like take stock of my island, just go around, kind of update you with where it's at. It's almost done. I feel like it's that 90% of the way done. It's just that last 10% that's going to make such a huge difference with the finishing off of everything. I will most likely do the rest of this island or most of this island off camera and then catch you back for the final tour when I feel like I've polished it to a certain degree. I hope you enjoyed today's little update video, walking around my island with me, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody!